This is Botcast, the Botheads Fantasy Football Podcast, and it is Wednesday at 8:17. So we don't know Thursday, and we're probably not going to talk much about Thursday. So we are going to fly through a few articles today. We're going to react to a short video, and then we have a ass load of players to talk about from championship weekend. So how are you guys doing today?
Doing good, man. Nervous about this upcoming week in fantasy. A
Man,
lot of injuries coming up, a lot of people sitting, a lot of questions.
We're all our own enemies this week, dude. Except for
Yeah,
except for
Cody.
me and Josh, yeah.
We just share a common enemy, dude.
That's
you guys
why,
got through last week. You didn't double eliminate each other.
yeah, I got really lucky. Gerald Everett really helped me out with that goose, man, for real. Thank you, Gerald Everett, for that, by the way.
I love Jalen Waddle, dude.
I need
Yeah,
another
I was
big
really
white
mad,
news
but
day.
it worked out for me.
Yeah, you're here, man. I knew that it was possible. It wasn't likely, I wouldn't say,
Yeah.
that you won, but it was
I've seen
definitely.
stranger things than that,
Yeah, oh
but
yeah, dude. That wasn't even that far out of the ballpark.
yeah,
I've
you're
seen
starting
people
Kirk
needing
Cousins
like,
in both, huh, Randy?
yep, riding it
Doubling
out.
down on Kirk,
Win
the
or
dog
lose, let's
Cousins,
go. Going
dude. Oh
2-0 or
shit.
0-2, baby. I don't think there's a scenario where I go 1-1. I guess there is.
Really? What do you mean?
There
We don't
is,
have the
trust
same
There
me.
team.
is.
You remember last
I'm just
year
playing a lot of
when,
similar players. You
or
know what I
that
mean?
year when Josh played in Botheads and Dingleberry, and we both had Josh Allen, and he somehow won
Yeah.
both?
Oh yeah, that shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy shit can happen, man.
I'm just playing a lot of the same people in both leagues. I mean,
Like who?
like Kirk Cousins at quarterback, Christian
Oh,
McCaffrey at running back,
Oh,
Christian Kirk at wide receiver. That's what I mean.
somebody's
Like,
definitely met against.
so my
we
team's gonna
both
have
have
very
DK
similar
Metcalf.
out. Yeah.
Both playing Josh. So Josh is probably really hoping DK
Yeah.
Metcalf gets sauced, huh?
We have three real big leagues, and we're all there. Our first big league's over. Swan wins that. Wins the belt.
Congratulations to him. But
Just cool that
before
we.
we, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just cool that we all made it. It's hard to make the Super Bowl, man. 12-man league.
So hard, man.
Before we get started, you guys should definitely help us out and subscribe to our channel so we can eventually go live. That would be really cool of you. And if you enjoy our content, you could like it and share it with your friends, and maybe we can get more subscribers. That would be cool. And also, Botheads FF on Twitter. Follow us. So we got a few articles we're going to fly through here. The first one is Derrick Henry is doubtful to play Thursday against the Cowboys. That's fucking devastating. I'm sure there's so many teams of Derrick Henry in the Super Bowl, man. Fucking devastating.
Yeah, it really is.
Then we have Carson Wentz will make starting. He'll be the new quarterback for the Commanders.
Yeah, it's like the same thing.
Kinda. I feel like Terry was better with Taylor Heineke though,
Agreed.
but we'll see how it
Sucks,
goes.
man. Maybe Carson Wentz might be a little, he's healthy now. Maybe he was just hurt. Couldn't get it done because of
I
injuries that we
liked
didn't know
Carson
about.
Wentz going into the year a lot
Me too. I had him in a lot of leagues, honestly.
because of how low of
Sucks.
his price point was, too. Like, it's not like we were drafting him high above people, but you could just get him for pretty much free.
And the last article I want to fly through here is Raiders bench Derek Carr for Jared Stidham. There you go, Randy. Now you have to know who he is. See
Damn.
what's next for QB plus logical. We're not really gonna get into it, but it's pretty insane, man. How is that gonna affect Devontae this week coming up?
And Josh Jacobs, dude.
I mean, it could be positive for Josh Jacobs. It might, if he's healthy, you have one of those giant like 25 carry games, you know?
Not if they can't throw the
Move the
ball.
ball. Yeah, true.
Devontae's been so hit or miss even with Derek Carr. Their whole offense is hit or miss, it feels like.
Yeah. Rough road for the Raiders.
Where do you think Derek Carr's gonna play next year? Indy?
Everybody's saying the Colts. I saw on Twitter earlier, so
The
Washington?
Broncos, they're going to bench Russell Wilson for Derek Carr.
No chance. That'd be wild.
that would be wild. Imagine. But all right, I'm gonna play the first like 3 or 4 minutes of this. This is Ryan Kindle on Sports Wars. He's pretty cool. You guys should check him out. He has a channel called RK Outpost and then Sports Wars. So we're gonna react. It's a 7 minute long video, but it kind of gets tedious towards the end. So we'll just watch the first few minutes.
Once again, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is in concussion protocol after what looks to be his third concussion this season. And now you have a lot of people around the NFL, including former NFL players, some whose careers were cut short by injuries, including concussions, asking and begging the Dolphins to shut Tua down for the rest of the season. Ex-NFL players urged Tua Tagovailoa to shut down season amid latest concussion scare. And I do want to show everybody what we're talking about. And here's Robert Griffin III calls for Tua to sit out the rest of the season after third concussion scare. We know he had an absolute meltdown against the Green Bay Packers. That fourth quarter where he threw 3 interceptions. People are wondering what happened to Tua. Well, some people are blaming this potential concussion on what happened to Tua with that meltdown that he had. And early on, I witnessed a couple shots that I thought, ooh, that looks like he kind of took a hard hit. I didn't notice this one when it happened, but somebody did. Look at this, saw this live, and I recorded it because I knew as soon as I saw it. Here's Tua. Now, he doesn't get anything. He's going to scramble out and find somebody while he's on the run. And if you see, his head comes down and it hits the back of his head right here. They're going to slow it down for us. And if you think this looks a little familiar, it's because it probably does look familiar to you. Boom, back of the head. If you remember, this was the first moment where people say he suffered the first concussion. And everybody said he got cleared from concussion protocol. It was a back injury, it wasn't actual concussion, all that stuff. And I've seen a doctor get fired because of all this. But this was that moment.
Type of an injury on this play. We have Teddy.
Boom.
Goes work his neck
down,
out.
hits the back of his head right there. And when he got up, he was woozy, could barely walk.
Getting up. Oh, my goodness.
You saw all that happen. Well, then what happened the week after? That was the really bad one. The one against the Bengals. Here we go.
Left with the grain, and down he goes.
Now, that one he actually got slammed down. And I think we all remember seeing what happened in the aftermath of that.
Was that the first one?
He would just completely out.
Second
His
one.
fingers look like he's throwing up gang
Yeah,
signs.
he's
His
up
body
fucking
just like
cold,
tenses up. When he's out. He's out like a light. Absolute. Got a concussion. Had to get off the field. Was taken to the hospital after that. Very, very scary situation. But something you have to point out, like 2 of these plays are like very normal plays. The one where he just gets shoved down, like this is a nothing play. A nothing play. And if we're saying he got a concussion from that, come on. And what about this one? This is another nothing play. Like this is a nothing play in the NFL. And if Tua is actually getting injured like this, how long can he really go in the NFL? If you're getting concussions from routine plays like this, it's not sustainable. You can't be an NFL quarterback. But now you do have people in.
So that's the part I wanted to get to right there. What are your guys' thought on what he said at the end there?
It's fair, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, too, his health is more important than playing in an NFL game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's at one of these points, he's gonna be like, dude,
True
this isn't
that.
worth it anymore. Same thing Andrew Luck did. He retired in his prime. I think Tua's a little bit younger than his prime, but it sucks.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game, and people are like, they're so overpaid, they get paid whatever millions of dollars. Well, you know what I mean? Like it's a dangerous game, and this is part of it. They know the
Yeah.
risk going in. He needs to like not value the contract and money and like doing better over his own health, because if he's like, I'm sitting out,
Everyone would understand why, you know?
and he'd have a doctor backing him. He would go
Oh
and get,
yeah,
you know what I
a
mean?
million doctors would back
Yeah,
him.
so
I mean,
it's
he's had
like-
3 concussions this season, and one of them, that middle one, the second one was really fucking bad, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe, like personally, obviously his health is more important than any NFL game and shit. But if he's out there, like I don't want the NFL teams to like exploit them and be like hold leverage against him for not playing if they're hurt and shit. But like at the same time, you gotta take care of yourself.
I agree.
It's hard with concussions because maybe he's fucking confused about what's happening.
Stop it. He's such an asshole, dude.
But I mean, he slammed his head pretty hard. That's and once you get it, the concussion, I think a concussion's like a brain bleed of some sort, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not a doctor, I don't fucking know really, but I think it's some like sort of brain hemorrhaging and
I don't
brain
know.
bruising. I think it is. I don't know, but like, if
I know
it
it's
doesn't
really
heal
bad when you have a
properly,
bunch of them.
and
Yeah.
he keeps getting it more and more like that, it's
And
like it just doesn't.
The
really-
crazy thing, Randy, is that the first concussion, right, where he just got shoved down, that happened on Sunday. and then the really big hit happened Thursday, like right after
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he
So
should
there's
have been
only
in that
4 games. That's what everyone was saying after. But I mean, it's such like hindsight, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's get into these players here. The first thing I want to do is I want to talk about all of these rookie receivers, but not individually, more as like a group. It's like, who do you guys feel comfortable starting out of this group of receivers this week?
Nobody.
Like, none?
There's not one that stands out where I'm like, I'm comfortable doing that this week.
Really?
Like, I like them all, basically. But Super Bowl week, man, is so hard. I have Drake London and Chris Olave on a team. And
I
with
mean,
the
Olave plays
question,
Philly. That's a rough one.
yeah. And he's questionable as well.
Some of these have really good. What if
I'm not
Christian Watson was
able.
healthy?
Yeah, I would feel amazing about Christian Watson right now. He was my guy that I was rolling with. He's not practicing. And Drake London, somebody who I have not slotted into my lineup really. He's had 3 solid weeks in a row though.
He's playing a lot of snaps, a
But
lot of
I'm at
targets, and he
the
has Arizona.
yeah. If you're going to start Drake London though, you have to look at your other options at flex. See if you have any
I'd start him over Chris
running backs
Olave.
inside. Would you start him over Cam Akers?
Yeah,
Probably wouldn't.
I'd
It's a
start
hard
London
one,
over
isn't it?
Akers. It is a hard one though, no doubt about it.
I think that's about where I'm at. Is why I was wondering.
I like Jahan Dotson this week, man. He's getting Carson Wentz back. Look at how he's playing with Carson Wentz at the beginning of the season. He's a
Yeah,
stud, man. And he's
true.
still playing good. Came back. He's looking good from his injury. They got something to play for. The Browns don't.
Oh
I
man,
don't
you're
know,
putting a
man.
lot in my head, Josh.
I like Jahan Dotson this week, dude. I think
Are you
he's
If I had
gonna
starting
be the
to,
best
him or
rookie
Garrett
receiver
Wilson?
I was gonna say if I had to pick
this
one,
week.
Garrett Wilson, I probably feel the most comfortable with.
Yeah, it's close. That's the closest for me. It's those two. I'd start those two over all the other ones.
Yeah, because he's got Seattle, dude. That's such a juicy
Yeah.
matchup,
If I
man.
had to pick one, it
He's
would
got
be
Mike
Garrett
White.
Wilson, but I still don't feel
And Mike White, yeah, dude.
I'd start Garrett Wilson over him, but Jahan Dotson I'd start over Drake London or Chris Olave this week. Maybe not Christian Watson. We'll see as the week progresses.
yeah. I'm keeping
I
an eye
don't
on my
know.
injuries, man,
I
because
think
I
I would
have
for sure
London,
the high
Olave,
man
and
on London.
Watson.
I like London, and he's getting a lot of targets and usage.
I'd consider London over Dotson right now.
Me too. I'm lower on
You
Dotson
got.
though, but
I'd consider it, but I think I'd go
I'm
Dotson.
high on Dotson, but I'm really high on Drake London. And what I've seen lately
I
from
would
him is very promising. I like that a lot.
look at what you've seen lately from Dotson, dude.
I know, I know. It's not as hefty, but
if
Not
he's got a
Watson
better
was
as
healthy,
offense. I mean, as
he's
many
got 3
targets, but he's got a
touchdowns.
better offense. That's why he's got a better offense and a better quarterback situation. Somehow, even though his quarterback situation is fucking awful,
If Christian Watson was
London
practicing
is just
fully,
getting more
man,
targets. That's it. That's the only thing
I
he's
would
got.
love to be able to play Christian Watson. He would be my guy that I feel he would be the guy. I started him last week. I would start him this week. But
Well, what about
he's not
Romeo
practicing.
Dobbs without Christian Watson?
Yeah, I could see it, but he's last on my list of these receivers.
Me too.
I don't know. Olave scares me coming off an injury against Philly. I might start Dobbs over him.
Yeah, I don't. They're both on the bottom of my list.
Yeah, Olave was on the top of this list all year until the very end. Isn't that crazy?
I like Pickens, man. Pickens is kind
Me
of sticking out
too.
to me.
And he's playing Baltimore this week, man.
Garrett Wilson's the guy that I would go with.
Me
Just
too.
the matchup with Mike White coming
Mhm.
back. Yeah.
I like Garrett Wilson, Jahan Dotson, Drake London, Christian Watson because he's injured. If he was fully healthy, I'd take him over Drake London. And then
If
George
Garrett Wilson
Pickens, Chris
does
Olave,
pop off,
Romeo
I hope he
Dobbs.
scores 50.
Christian Watson, you said?
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
I'll take
Me
an L
too.
in Botheads if he scores 50.
Oh, because you can win 9K.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If Garrett
fuck
That'd be
it.
Wilson
cool.
gets it, like, fuck it.
That would be cool. I really hope you win it, dude.
Me too, bro. I'll be happy.
It'll
to
give
get
our
some love.
podcast so much more credentials, dude. Like, here's Wednesday underdog fucking week with
Backyard best
Randy
ball.
Blair 88, dude.
I'm pretty pumped. I got a lot on the line this upcoming week, man. There's a lot of excitement. I don't know if my
I
old
have
heart can
bot
take
heads
it.
on the line. That's all that matters to me, dude.
Isn't that almost
I
like
got
enough
Dingleberry.
though to like have your heart be like, fuck?
Oh my God, yeah. I've been on life support for like weeks with bot heads. Every week I can't even watch Monday night's game because I'm so fucking nervous, dude.
Yeah.
All right, that was a good. I thought that might be a good little exercise to talk about the rookies, but let's get into the actual players now, dude. Tyler Algier is our first player here, and he's basically taken over the backfield the past 2 weeks with 17 and 18 carries. 8 yards a carry, 4 yards a carry, and a touchdown between the 2 weeks. He's really starting to pop off. He's got Arizona, who feels like they're pretty much quitting on their season at this point. I mean, I think he's a pretty easy start this week, right? Is there any way? It's hard for me to get away from him, right, at this rate with the
Hard start
matchup he has. 100%.
I know I keep bringing up Cam Akers because he's like the guy on the fringe for me, but
That's
I
what
like
I'm Cam
Algier.
Akers.
Yeah, I would too easily.
I
He's-
got Sir Algier over everybody on this list except Swift.
Me too. I agree 100%. So where does that put him for Dynasty?
Where'd they draft him?
It's a 5th round pick. I looked it up after I didn't know.
Higher than he should be, probably, or right where he should be.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Because people
think-
are gonna overdraft him now, probably if he has a big end of the year, man.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
that
be like
sucks.
James Robinson, where he has a good year and then he just falls off the face of the earth.
A lot of it's on
Maybe.
situation right here.
Tore his Achilles, so bad comparison.
They drafted this guy decently, didn't they?
5th
Maybe
round.
4th or 5th, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I think he's
I mean,
interesting.
I'd spend like a third on him in Dynasty.
What
Yeah,
if he
got
scores
at him.
back-to-back 20-point games in week 17?
I
and
might
18?
even against
Might-
Tampa Bay week 18
Yeah, we're gonna go with,
with
the second
Tampa
after
Bay
that.
having something to play for. I'd probably pay a second. Yeah, it wouldn't feel great though.
I'd roll the dice
But
on
that's
him,
what
man.
I think about his value is until he becomes that guy. I think it's all situation right now that the Falcons.
Where are you drafting him? If you had to right now, where are you drafting me in Bothead's redraft?
Redraft.
8th
5th
or
round
9th
or something?
9th round, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Well, nah.
What if
Yeah,
they
but
bring in
I
no
won't get in.
competition? What if he's the starter?
Him playing good is gonna push him higher than I want to go.
7th round, 6th
If
round.
he plays
maybe.
bad these next 2 games, and
You might be able to get him
go
in the
with
8th
him.
round then. Yeah. That's interesting. Gotta talk about my boy DeAndre Swift. This is the week, dude. He's playing Chicago. He's disappointed me all freaking year. He could really, really make up for it this week and beat Randy for me.
let's hope not.
That'd be very good.
That would not. Let's hope he has a solid. Let's go with we'll go a 15-point game. How's that?
I would sign the dotted line right now if you told me DeAndre Swift got me 15 points.
Signed. So we're gonna lock that in, and we're gonna fix our stats. So if he
Nah,
goes
nah,
over-
nah, nah.
I kind of want to see what it looks like if he scores 30, dude.
I do not
Me
want to see what that
too.
looks like. It's gonna look like a fucking tears running through my beard.
I just wish that we had any kind of like proof that they were gonna give him the ball more.
I know. Well, he played 60% of snaps almost, and Jamal Williams did not play as much last week.
Look
But
at
he only
week
had 5
13,
touches.
he
so
played 51%.
He did have 5 targets.
The Lions just got shit on, dude. They look so bad. Sucks, man.
24% of snaps he played.
To the standard
he's got
ballers out there, man.
Points a game.
Jamal's
He's been
popping.
falling off. Jamal fell off, huh?
Guy's
That's
number
why
10
I
in
still have
standard,
hope
bro.
this might be it for Swift. The Lions have something to play for too. They'll probably play him, so stick
They have
with
a
him.
lot more to play for. I think they
Stick
just
with
won
him.
last week.
Hopefully, if Swift does score a lot, Justin Fields scores a shit ton, and there's like a 50 to 50-point game. It's gonna be a fun week of football.
I know. I'm so nervous for Sunday, dude. We're basically gonna have a party at this point. I think it'll be fun though. All right, David Montgomery is our next play out here. He's coming off a lackluster, I feel like, amount of carries without Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert did come back this week, but I was expecting more, honestly, with Khalil Herbert out. It kind of worries me a little bit, to be honest. But he has such a juicy matchup this week. It's probably hard to get away from him, huh?
Yeah, Detroit just
Didn't the
gave up a
Lions have a
lot.
good rushing defense, I thought?
They do. We've been talking about them.
But
every
they
week
just
just
got
about, but they
popped
just got
on.
literally murdered.
Carolina literally just pooped all over him, dude. Like literally,
Oh,
Deontay
yeah,
Foreman had like
Chuba and
160
Deontay
yards and Chuba had 120. Shit was crazy.
Yeah, they were holding people under like 75 yards a game for like 4 or 5 weeks or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Hard to get away from Demon, I feel like. I could if my team was really good, you know what I mean? But I
Yeah,
started
in
B-Rob
Jersey.
over him.
In Jersey, I started him, but I had Fournette on the bench last week, and that was a mistake. It didn't end up costing me, but that's a big point swing.
Would you start D-Mount over Cam Akers?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's probably the next best player on this list, right? That's
Yeah.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to have balls to start Cam Akers in the Super Bowl. Like big old, and I am not good at running back, so
What about Latavius Murray? Would you start Latavius Murray this week?
no.
He's had a rough week last week, but he kind of goes on and off. 17 carries, 8 carries, 24 carries, 8 carries. Might
They're
be
gonna be
something
playing
too.
down versus Kansas City. I
I don't
think
know.
Russ threw the ball so many times. Yeah, he had 8 carries against Kansas City last time.
Chiefs have a
Like
pretty good run defense.
Yeah.
like Josh says though, the Chiefs play down to their people. They win, but they, you know what I mean? Like with the
They do.
Texans and shit.
Yeah, they do play down to their competition a lot. That's why they lose to teams like the Colts. Imagine if we didn't lose that game this year, dude.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I might start Ramondre Stevenson over Cam Akers, dude.
Really,
play
even
this.
after last week's dudish.
Yeah.
He's limited at practice on Wednesday. He'll probably play a bit
I'm not starting him just
at
because I don't
all.
have him anywhere. If I
What if
had
you
him,
did? You'd start him over Cam Akers, right? Or no?
yeah, if I had him, I probably would, but it's kind of hard for me to, because I didn't get the benefit of him actually popping off all year, you know? And he's kind of struggled. 2 out of the last 3 weeks, he scored less than 3 points.
He got hurt in this game. But yeah, I agree. That was when Pierre Strong came in because they had no other running backs, remember? He only played 22% of snaps.
Yep.
But this week, no excuse. 91% of snaps, man. That's
13 for
crazy.
30.
I don't know. I'd probably run him back out though. If I had him and I was
I'm
relying
glad
on
I
him
don't have
all
to make
year,
the
you know.
decision.
Zach Moss
I'm
is
next
kind
on
of
this one, dude.
fucking interesting, dude. Go next on Zach Moss.
Garbage player.
I mean, he's getting carries. He's
Is
only
there a
28
single?
points though.
Is he gonna be on any starting lineup at all in a Super Bowl team?
He's on my bench in buds.
Start him.
You should start him.
People who had JT, dude. I think we talked about Cam Akers quite a bit already, so
Disgusting, dude. Career
I
day
know.
against me. What a prick.
That sucks. And Aaron Jones really sucked too. Kind of was a double whammy. I got lucky though with Aaron Jones, so fuck it, I'll take it. How about Marquise Brown against Atlanta? A juicy matchup, but Trace McSorley is looking pretty fucking rough. Oh, I think Colt McCoy is actually coming back this week though.
Oh, I did see
I
that
saw
too.
something. Yeah, so that's something. He's better than Trace McSorley, right?
Yes.
It's something for sure.
They're 2 injuries away from David Blow, dude. Whew. Rough road.
Hmm.
Any
Who the
interest in
fuck is
Marquise
that guy?
after these rough fucking, I don't know, but his last name's Blow, so
Dude,
sure
He,
I
he
actually
blows.
might start every other receiver on here over
Oh,
him, with the exception of Michael Pittman.
Isaiah Hodgins, dude. Randy's a boy.
I saw Isaiah Hodgins over Marquise Brown. But I will say, Marquise Brown did disappoint just enough the past 4 weeks to make him to make people pull him from their Super Bowl team if they are here with Marquise Brown. And people players like to pop off in those weeks. So I could see him going for 20 against
The
Atlanta,
matchup is
honestly.
pretty good too, and I know Colt McCoy is not a world beater, but he's not Trace McSorley either, you know.
I can see him easily going for 20 points.
And he's getting targets, and D
Yeah.
Hop looks so fucking bad. So
Is it a D-Hop problem? I didn't watch any of that game.
D Hop
Seen
did
he had
so bad.
10 targets for 1 catch and 4 yards.
I think it was a McSorley thing if
Yeah,
I
me
had
too.
to guess.
It was all a McSorley thing. The whole offense was rough road for the Cards. But DJ Chark, I feel like at this point you kind of have to at least bring him up. He's been decent except for this 3-point game lately. He's Randy's boy. I know you love him.
Yeah.
Swan started him in Dingleberry last week against you, Josh. So
I liked it. He did well too. He scored like 15. Yeah, 14.8.
freaking crazy, man. That took some balls to start DJ Chark, even though he lost. But still, not DJ Chark's fault, boy.
No, it sure wasn't.
So you would start DJ Chark over Marquise Brown, Josh?
Yeah,
Damn.
I
Yes.
would.
I
I
would
would,
too.
yeah.
Both of you guys would.
I would take Jared Goff with something to play for over Colt McCoy coming off an injury with nothing.
True.
To be fair, I probably wouldn't start either of them, but if I had to pick one,
Yeah,
I'm picking
obviously
DJ
you're
Chark.
not like thrilled about starting either one of
There's
them.
a lot of injuries right now, though. You know,
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
flex
these
is
are
probably getting pretty
definitely
low right now, for real.
and
tell me
he
about it.
scored 50 points in the past
I'd
4
love to
weeks,
have
so he's
DJ
averaging
Sharp.
like 12.5 points.
Right, I
the
bet you
past
would,
4 weeks.
Josh. And then we gotta talk about Randy's other boy, Christian Kirk. Man, all these
Big Kirk
receivers
week.
you love, dude. Nah, he's gonna
Big fucking
suck.
Kirk week. No way.
Actually,
Man.
he's
Against Houston.
easily the worst receiver that we've talked about today.
I'd take Marquise Brown over him, dude.
I
Really?
would not.
No, I'm just being a dick because I know how to defend Randy.
He's playing Houston. He's going to feast. It's a Christian Kirk day. It's been an Evan Ingram week day. It's been a Zay Jones day. It's been another Evan Ingram day. It's time for Christian Kirk to shine and be the alpha dog that he is.
He doesn't look like an alpha dog to me, dude.
Looks can be deceiving. Don't judge a book by its cover. It's all genius behind that retarded gopher looking face.
Jesus, dude.
Sorry, Christian. I love you.
Any comment on Christian Kirk, Josh?
hope
think he goes
has
for 30.
10 targets for 1 catch and 4 yards.
Yeah, absolutely not. I hope that one of those things are true.
One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah, the 4 yards probably.
The 10 targets.
So Cortland Sutton came back from injury. He played 80% of snaps and had 7 targets last week, and now he's got KC's not amazing pass defense. Any interest in Cortland Sutton?
Give me Judy.
Well, yeah, I'm not even putting Judy on the list because he's an obvious
You remember in
start.
the
This is supposed to be
preseason-
fringe starts, dude.
Remember in
shit.
the offseason, everyone said Cortland Sutton over Jerry Judy. It's like,
Not me,
Remember in
dude.
the
No,
offseason
me,
when you
except me
said
and you.
No, time out. Start over. Remember when you said you wanted a bag of chips for Jerry Judy? And
Oh,
that
I
you would
did
have
say that at one
accepted
point.
Cortland
I
Sutton
But that was
for him?
after the offseason.
I was ripped, dude.
I remember because I
Bro,
tried.
it's
He
to
was
send
so
you-
salty.
hungry.
I
He
tried.
was
Yeah, no,
salty.
it was after
Oh,
a bad week to the Jerry Judy, and I tried to send him
Oh,
Cortland
he
Sutton in
lost.
a pick for him.
Oh, he lost
And he
me
denied it,
fucking-
obviously.
I know. Yeah, he said he wanted a bag of chips. I would give you 2 bags of chips, bro, and a fucking cold Pepsi.
I love Jerry Judy.
Me too.
I could use a cold Pepsi.
What about Cortland Sutton, though?
Disgusting.
What about Cortland Sutton? So you would start him over Marquise Brown. What about Christian Kirk, Josh? Because obviously I'm not even going to ask Randy.
I would probably start Marquise Brown over Cortland Sutton this week just because I'm a Chiefs fan. And I'm not trying to root for him.
What if you weren't a Chiefs fan?
Probably still Hollywood. Dude.
I think I start Sutton over Hollywood. What about you, Randy?
It's close.
I would start Hodges over both of those players.
Whoa.
I think
Yeah,
Kirk's top on
Hodges
my list.
is interesting, man. Literally, since that day, you told me to start him in Botheads, and I laughed at you, and then didn't start him, and then lost. He's played like 80 or 90, and he got up to like 100% of snaps last week with 11 targets. Like, what is
Would
going
you
on,
have
dude?
won if you started him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would have started him over fucking Kadarius Toney. It was that week. Yeah, dude.
That's
Randy was like,
awesome,
"Oh,
dude.
start Isaiah Hodges, dude." He whispered to me last night on Sunday morning, and I laughed. I literally laughed out loud. I was like, "I'm starting Kadarius Toney." Fuck
And then
that.
like the first quarter, he catches a touchdown pass and then gets like 2 more targets. It was so funny. I don't
It had
know
to
what
be
it
the
is, man.
Washington game probably
Yeah,
is when that
it
happened.
was. See, like for no reason, I'm just like, yeah,
No, it's a
Just,
Philly game, I thought, dude.
Maybe.
no.
Yeah, because he had one good week.
Nope.
Promise.
Who cares? Fuck you, Randy and Isaiah Hodges and your stupid wide receiver whispering bullshit.
It's not my fault. I didn't ask him to. It just happened.
Okay, dude.
I wish it would stop
Gayest thing I've ever heard
sometimes.
in my life.
All these voices in my head. 80 yards, 7 receptions, 2 touchdowns. That's like all I hear. It's like different numbers and different receptions. I have to figure out the voices that are whispering them to me. I'm getting pretty good at it.
What is wrong with you, Randy?
I think it's autism.
Yeah, I think it is too, bro.
Okay, then. I'm learning to live with it. I can conquer everything. We're okay.
All right. So, anyways, Michael Pittman, he really hooked me up last week. He had 7 targets though. That's kind of crazy, man. He scored 19 the week before, and when Cole needed him to score that much, he got fucked. Thanks to me though. He's got the Giants this week. It's not a great matchup, and they're starting Nick Foles again. So people probably drafted Michael Pittman and Gabe Davis, I feel like, to start them. You know? And I'm not sure how confident I am in them. Like, I might start Marquise Brown over Michael Pittman with Nick Foles.
I would.
Michael Pittman is the DeAndre Swift of receivers this year.
Except for DeAndre Swift is way like you
Better at
shut
football.
your mouth.
Now listen, because you took DeAndre Swift early and you're kind of disappointed in being like 20
Can I like
because
kick Randy out of here?
you know how early people took Michael Pittman?
Kick. Make
The 5th
host.
round.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, people took DeAndre Swift in like the early 1st round. It's a little different, right?
I guess, but it's a running back to receiver. And people always take receivers earlier than running backs in a redraft. But what I'm saying is DeAndre Swift is a running back too who you really thought was going to. I think DeAndre Swift was way better, but I think people were way overvaluing Michael Pittman. But
You're just a hater of DeAndre Swift, dude.
no, I love DeAndre Swift. I think Michael Pittman is
No, your
incredible.
name seems to
What?
your name.
Oh,
Why'd you change your name to hater of D Swift, dude?
I like DeAndre Swift.
You just called him Michael Pittman.
No, I call Michael Pittman
Disrespectful.
the DeAndre Swift of wide receivers this year
You compared DeAndre Swift to Michael Pittman,
because they're both disappointing and very high picks.
but DeAndre Swift's way better.
Oh, absolutely.
Doesn't Brandon you kind of look like a mushroom? Like his face.
Maybe that's why I like
shape?
him.
I don't know, dude. Or maybe like a pear.
He looks
Well,
like
he's got
J.
Las
Cole.
Vegas this week. Pretty good.
It's a
Huh?
fat matchup, dude.
I think Debo helps him a little bit, taking the pressure off of him, honestly. He
Yeah,
played
when
better
was
with
not there,
Debo.
George Kittle just as insane.
Yeah.
I hope he goes for 50.
George Kittle.
No, right now.
Oh, isn't he one of your underdogs?
He's like my 6th receiver in that league.
So all your receivers go for 50. Well, he's got the matchup to do it, Randy, for real.
Him,
And
DJ Moore, and not Gabe
Who's he-
Davis.
Who was the other one? DJ Moore.
Garrett Wilson,
Garrett
Brandon Ayuk, and
Wilson.
DJ Moore are my 4 through 6, and you only need 3.
Who is your third?
I got JJ CD and AJ Brown
Oh my god.
with Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, and Dak Prescott. Like I could really win this for real.
Holy cow.
You only need
9K,
to start one
dude.
quarterback and 3 receivers. And I have 6
Dude,
receivers that could
if
pop.
Jalen Hurts throws like 50 touchdowns to AJ Brown.
Oh yeah, I'm in there, and I just need 2 of my
Oh
other
my
5 receivers.
god.
Or if Dak throws 50 touchdowns to CeeDee Lamb, I got
Either
the
way.
combos too, bro. Like it could be nasty. If one of those 3 quarterbacks are quarterback 1, I have a really good chance to have wide receiver 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 2, and 4, or 1, 3, and 4, and be able to win like a decent little bit.
That's sweet, actually, dude. Good luck, man.
Fingers crossed, bro.
That is
So
fucking.
many Super Bowls, so much shit going on this
Dude,
week. My
I
hands
would-
are sweaty.
I wouldn't start Gabe Davis this week, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is the week where he catches like a 60-yard touchdown against Cincinnati. Big game, prime time. That's when he does it.
I hope he has a trash week.
You're not going to start him against Randy?
Probably not. I'd rather start Devin Singletary.
Yeah, that's way safer, honestly. But
What if you have a
think he
couple
might need
running
some
backs not
points.
play? I hope it doesn't happen, but
you have to slot Devin Singletary at running back and start Gabe Davis probably in flex, right?
If both my running backs don't play,
What if one doesn't?
if one doesn't, then I'm probably gonna start Tyler Lockett. Unless he's
Yeah.
not healthy.
Dude, damn, I hate that you have Tyler Lockett.
you should start
Kryptonite,
Tyler
dude.
Lockett against Randy, honestly.
You
He's
really
Randy's
should.
kryptonite, dude.
He's
I know
awesome.
Kayla has been bitching about playing. She's like, I hate she called you her arch nemesis.
Oh,
She
no,
still
dude, I
is
never do
holding a
anything.
grudge, Randy, over when you beat her 3 times in chess. That's what she's still mad about.
It didn't help that I was really high and laughing, probably. She was probably like, fuck you.
She's like, I can't believe I have to play Randy. He's my arch nemesis.
Oh no, dude. I hope she beats me, didn't she?
I won a
earlier?
lot of chess games against you guys, dude.
We played some
Randy
good
beat me
games.
once.
It was fun.
I really
It's
hope
not fun.
Kayla wins, dude.
That'd make her really happy. That'd be cool.
I
I
hope
mean, what
DeAndre
jersey
Swift
would
goes for
I-
40.
What jersey would I get?
You haven't even thought. Imagine being in a Jersey league.
No,
being in
I've
the
thought of
Super
it.
Bowl
Look at
and
my
not thinking
team.
of it.
If
And
Jalen,
pick-
I'm not bringing
Because-
your team up on here because of its name, dude.
I'm just gonna
Yes.
get all
Oh,
my young
shit.
receivers
Yeah.
jerseys, dude. Jalen Waddle.
What a
So at quarterback, I have Daniel Jones and Josh Allen, and Justin
nah.
Fields.
I mean, Daniel Jones could be the one. Randy.
He's
and
gonna be the
Justin
one.
Fields. You just throw Justin Fields.
Well, he's
in.
my 3rd quarterback.
He's your second quarterback.
He's my 3rd.
He's your second quarterback.
Third.
Piece of shit.
Wait, who's
So I got-
Daniel Jones and who else?
Josh Allen
Justin
and
Fields.
Justin Fields.
Oh my, I hate you, Randy. You're not actually starting Daniel Jones, are you?
I'm going to. No, I'm actually not, but I should have last week. So I got Chase Claypool, Darius Slayton,
I mean, come
Jacoby
on, get to the
Meyer.
good players here, dude.
No, there are none. Tyler Boyd, AJ Dillon, Gus Edwards, Leonard Fournette, Latavius Murray, David Montgomery, Jerick McKinnon, Dolchik, DJ Moore, T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, James Conner, Austin Eckler.
Chris God.
You have a lot of good players that you're saying.
Yeah, like a couple good players, but like who would I like as a person want as
Daniel
a jersey?
Jones.
And no one else even comes close.
Oh, I just thought you were just talking about your team. I was like, that's a pretty good team, dude. What are you
No,
so
if I
mad
want a
about?
jersey, like there's no players that like I would like really fucking want their jersey that I drafted. I did the opposite of the strategy.
I would have got Rashad White's jersey if I won.
DJ Moore, dude.
I do like DJ Moore.
Justin
Actually,
Fields would be a cool one because just the value, if you can get an autograph one, could be a lot more in 5 years.
yeah, but I don't want my first ever fucking jersey to be a Bears fucking quarterback. And so, and he's from Ohio State, so a bunch of posers already have him.
Every time you look at it, you can think about the time that Myles Garrett had like 9 sacks and we were at the game.
True.
That was a
But I
cool
would
game
want to
to be at.
like defile that jersey, dude. I want a jersey I don't like.
But
Fuck
Chris
Justin Fields. Like
Godwin,
I love
dude.
Justin Fields for fantasy, but
DJ
like,
Moore.
I feel like Daniel Jones is the answer for you, dude.
and I bet you I can get that bitch signed twice.
For like a good price. Yeah. Kayla's getting Aaron
For, like,
Rodgers. God, for our
$78.
wallets, we should hope Randy wins.
And Daniel Jones.
Kayla wants an autographed Aaron Rodgers jersey. Don't worry, guys. It's only fucking 2K.
What?
Oh, this one's
$2,000?
I don't know
only-
how much. I made something up. I have no idea.
Yeah.
This one's only $600, dude.
What, Aaron Rodgers?
No, Daniel Jones, New York Giants autograph jersey.
$600
Holy
for
smokes.
Daniel Jones?
That's not what I thought it was gonna cost, dude.
What's our cap gonna be on this bitch?
Well, that's on the Giants shop.
I don't even know.
I'm sure they amp those prices.
Go
up.
to eBay, dude. That's where I'm gonna go first. Is eBay.
eBay. Okay, I'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Too much shit.
Guys, got any final words before we get out of here?
Good luck to you guys.
We'll be back on Saturday too. Still.
I wish you luck against Saturday. I don't know, man. It's gonna be nervous. We'll see what happens Thursday. Who plays?
CD Lamb and Dak Prescott. Kayla's super nervous. She's got them both in Jersey.
I hope Dak throws 5 touchdowns to CeeDee Lamb.
So does she.
380
I
yards.
hope Dak throws 5 touchdowns to Tony Pollard.
Hey, you stop it.
But not CeeDee Lamb, dude.
Oh, I do have CeeDee Lamb against you too. Damn, I was gonna say I
I
don't even
know.
have CeeDee Lamb against you.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we have nothing except for your kicker, Randy.
Nice. Dude.
So we don't have much going on.
Hopefully, it has a repeat performance of last week.
Hopefully not, because my kicker got me 1 point. Fucking Tyler Bass.
My kicker got me 18, and my defense got me 11.
I know. I looked at that. I was like, no wonder Randy scored so many fucking points, dude. Because your team popped off
Nice.
and your fucking kicker and defense got you 30.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a recipe for scoring what he needed and Butthead's having a good week and your motherfucking.
I
I
felt
really
bad what
need to
did
acquire
Vandy.
the Jets quarterback.
Who's the head?
I don't even care. Just need him so I can have the whole AFC East on my Dingleberry
You
team.
gotta sign like 4 quarterbacks to get the Jets quarterback.
Well,
now.
Randy has Mike White, so
Yeah, you're fucked
Trisha Geno Smith for him straight up.
right now.
fuck Randy, slam it.
I don't know. We can't right now. Next week.
I would do it and start Geno Smith against you.
That
All
would
right,
be
boys.
wild.
It's almost time for Tower Gang, so
Yeah, DK,
Cool.
bro. Oh yeah, shit. I gotta. It's dab day too.
all right, boys. We'll be back Saturday night and we'll Sunday morning we'll release it. So thanks for watching.